Hi everybody, welcome to EZLynx Live. I'm your host Ryan Buckham. On today's show, today we're going to be talking about a couple cool features that are here in our Q1 release. Now, a pair of these features we talked about last time in our last EZLynx Live, so we'll briefly hit on those. But then I want to spend some time diving into some massive improvements that we've made in Sales Center. We've gone in and we've updated our lead import area. We've made a more simplified lead import experience for you guys, so really cool enhancements there. I'm going to want to dive deep into those and show you guys the changes that we've made there. It's going to make for a better overall process. But to start things off, I'd like to pick up two things that we talked about last time. The first thing that I'd like to talk about that's here in our Q1 release is our text messaging personalization. Now this enhancement is really huge. It's big for your agency, and there's a couple of benefits that you guys get from this. So let's talk through some of these benefits. Personalization, right? This new ability to build out templates that can be utilized during automation is huge. So you can already craft out the different types of text messages that you want to be leveraged for different automated rules, and you can even insert tags, personalization tags in these templates. So that's a really, really big thing. So just like with email campaigns where you can add in a personalization tag, you now do the exact same thing with text messages. That's huge. This also provides you guys with a better return on your investment. So as you're able to provide a more personalized approach via text messaging to communicate with your customers, you get a lot more money back, right? You get a lot more from what you're investing into the system because we're giving you the ability to really customize things and make it kind of fit your branding and fit your messaging. So this is a great, amazing enhancement. Effective and efficiency. This helps boost all of those things, right? Text messaging is an extremely powerful tool to be able to communicate with your insureds. And when you leverage the templates that you can build with automation, it's a win-win situation, right? You don't have to create text messages every time certain actions or certain events happen at the agency. You can leverage automation, and you can leverage the template that you built to send out the same text message each time that you want for certain things that might happen, like during renewals or maybe during a claim. You know, different things that happen, you want a specific message to go out, you can leverage this new tool to do that, and that's huge. And finally, cost effective, right? You know, as your agency continues to work with your insureds, it can be ineffective from a cost standpoint to have to constantly retype the same message over and over and over when it's basically the same thing. This allows you to be able to jump in, create those templates, insert those personalized tags into the text messaging, and it makes it a very, very, very powerful tool for your agency. The next feature that I'd like to talk about with everybody is the Accounting Receivables Overview page. So we've made huge updates to the receivable page. So just like what we did with the payables page that everybody saw at AppliedNet last year, we've now taken that same great user experience, that same great interface, and we've applied it to our receivables page in accounting. Now this is going to be going out to a limited beta right here after the Q1 release, but eventually it's going to be going out to everybody and everybody's going to be able to experience it, and it's a huge thing. So let's talk quickly about some of the benefits that you get from this brand new accounting receivables page, and we'll be able to kind of show you the page as we go through these benefits. So it gives you a quick overview of all of your open receivables, even your unapplied cash at your agency. That way you have a better picture of where the money is, right? Where everything is. It also gives you the ability to compare what needs to be collected from insureds and finance company. And for the agencies out there that may have multiple locations, don't worry about it, because you can filter these the receivables page to specific branches. So if you're at the very tip top of an organization and you want to see how some of your branches' receivables are going, you can filter it. That's really powerful. That's a huge thing that you're able to do. And finally, you can get the exact receivable balance for your insureds and your finance companies in real time. That's a huge win. Everybody wants to know about, how much money is out there for the finance companies and insurers, what's the receivable balances, and to be able to see that in real time is powerful, especially from an accounting standpoint. And then finally, you can directly link insured invoices quickly and apply payments utilizing this new receivables overview page. So huge benefits, very exciting about these two cool things that come out here in our Q1 release that we talked about last time. I'm glad we were able to kind of show you guys those quickly again as we went through some of the benefits just now for them. But the real thing I want to talk about today is our simplified lead import process that we now have for Sales Center. And this is kind of a big thing to me. One of the first projects I worked on here way back in the old days was building out Sales Center. So building out Sales Center, building out the lead import management tool, That was one of the first things that I worked on, and I'm extremely excited that we've been able to make huge improvements here to make the user experience better, to make it easier to work in, and also to bring up the UI to be more in line with a lot of the more modern standards that we have. So let's dive in real quick and let's take a look at this brand new, exciting, new simplified lead import experience that we have in Sales Center. All right, to access this amazing new feature, the simplified lead import for Sales Center, the first thing you're going to want to do is head on over to Sales Center and click on Leads. Now notice right when you come here, we have this amazing new interface. It's really, really intuitive and really easy, especially if you've used the old prospecting area, you'll get this. It's very easy to do. Things I want to kind of call out to you real quick is that we have filters, so you can filter by producer, X date, lead source, import name, the import date, the city. Maybe you want to target all the lists that are in a specific city. You can set that filter and then you can apply it and it'll apply to all of your lead lists. But for the sake of this, let's go ahead and go into the import. Now, there's a couple of things to call out here, just like before. If you don't have a templated CSV that you know is going to work in the system, you can download one of ours. We have one for personal lines, we have one for commercial lines. I encourage you to leverage one of these. The other thing is our lead lists also allow you to list out the line of business that those leads are for. That way you don't have to fill it out when you're creating the opportunity or setting up all the account information. So if you aren't familiar with all of the lead lists or the line of business codes. So for example, if we don't know what auto is, personal auto, I can look in our system and EZLynx has personal auto listed as AUTOP, auto P. I'll save that for a little later. But I can use that code, I can put that into my CSV to make sure that that line of business is listed and it'll come up when we actually import the leads. But let's go ahead and head over here. The first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and give my lead list a name. So I'm going to put it's Auto P, and this is going to be in the city of Irving, new leads. And that's going to be the name of the list. I can choose a lead source if I want, so we'll go ahead and just select one. And then at the same time, I can select a producer who's going to be working this actual leads in the system and trying to get them in. So let's go ahead and let's drag over our lead list. I love this. It's drag and drop. You just drag it and you drop it. You don't have to actually open up a folder and go find it. If you already have a folder, drag it, drop it to where you want to go, and you're good to go. It's great. It's very, very easy to use. Go ahead and agree to the terms and conditions and click continue. Now, here is where you're able to do the mapping. So for the different columns that are in that import, that CSV list that you're using to import your leads, you're going to want to make sure that the columns in that CSV map to the appropriate columns that you're going to want the data to go to in EZLynx. So obviously we want everything in the first name column to go to the first name field inside of EZLynx. So there's a couple of things that you can do. Some of these mappings you may already have it set up from previous setups, or you can create a brand new one. Let's just go ahead and create a new one for fun here for this demo. We're going to once again use Auto P, and this is going to be for Irving lead list. We'll use that, and we'll actually use the Auto P so that we can really differentiate it in case we want to use it again in the future. Now, really important call out, as you enter in the name of your mappings and as you go through and you set these mappings, before you click continue, go ahead and click save mapping. That's going to create this so that you can leverage it later in future imports if you want to. Just select this value and it'll already default all these different field values in here to the appropriate one in the columns and into the system. But go ahead and click continue. Now, neat thing that we did right here is we noticed that, by the way, we're going to alert you to this, one of the leads in your list actually already has an account in EZLynx. What do you want to do? Do you want to ignore that and just create a new account for them? It's probably trying to go through this. Or because it's auto, do you just want to go ahead and create the opportunity and be done with it? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just create the opportunity, be done with it. Go ahead and click on import. What that's going to do is it's going to ask me for that opportunity. Again, lead source, assign producer, make sure this is all correct and go ahead and hit complete. It's going to import that opportunity and put it on the account that's already there, and then it's going to go through the rest of the process. Now notice right here that we have two leads that are not going to be able to be imported because of missing information that we require. One of the things that we allow you to do is to download just those specific line items that are having trouble so that you can go back, make corrections, and then re-import them later. But if we want to go ahead, let's go ahead and hit back to the lead list, and let's go ahead and create all these. So it's downloading them into the system, and notice it did a couple of things. Previously, when we were on this page, we were seeing a full list of all of the leads that had been imported from different lead lists. right now what we have, if we come to our filters, is we have it already filtered to that specific list that we were already working on. So the system is smart enough to know, hey, go ahead and make sure this view is filtered to what they want to see, which is the list that they're doing. So this is great. It automatically knows all that. It gets the information in there. Another cool thing that I want to talk about is when you're trying to work these leads. So for example, if we come over here to Jane, we have this great side out menu right here where you can actually expand it. You can kind of bring it in if you want. And then all of the details that were in that CSV are going to be here, such as the producer we want it to be assigned to, the name, the individual, their address, their mobile number. Notice that we have the lead source and the line of business. Our CSV had the line of business already outlined in it, so we went ahead and saved that in here. And just like before with the prior prospecting area, you're able to save notes, and then from here, if you want, you can create an opportunity for this individual and push them all into the system. Now, one thing I do want to do is let's go and let's take a look at, real quick, that customer who already existed in the system. Amy. So notice that now we have this opportunity here on Amy's account. This was created because I chose to create an opportunity versus just adding another, possible lead inside of the lead area. I chose to create the opportunity. If we go into this opportunity and take a look at it, notice that the pertinent information came over, which is great. I can expand those details and I can go into the opportunity. I can see all the information that I had put there earlier. So this is great. It's already captured that for me and it's gone ahead and put it into the system. So really excited to give everybody access to this amazing new feature. It's a great UI. It's very easy to use. And like I said before, there's a lot of good things that you can do from a filter standpoint, from working in its standpoint with the slide out menus. It's very intuitive and a nice new design to be able to manage and work your leads inside of EZLynx. Well, there you have it. The new simplified lead import pages that we now have in Sales Center, a huge enhancement to the system. Really excited to be able to bring you these things to you guys here in Q1. Also really excited for the text messaging personalization, as well as, it's in beta now, but it will be going out to everybody, the accounting receivables overview page. Three very powerful enhancements that we have here in Q1 that we wanted to be able to show to everybody. So that's our show for this month. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. We're really excited that you continue to tune in to be able to see some of these cool features that we have here in EZLynx. And as we say here in Texas, we'll see y'all next time. Bye, everybody.